ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dennis, and this is Average Gaming. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Episode 2. Now, in the last episode, we started the game. We got thrown into a chasm by the demon lord Discari, and we witnessed the death of Trendelev, protector of Canabras. In this episode, we will continue to explore the underground caverns and see if we can find a way back to the surface. Now, you may notice a little change between this and the ending of the last episode. I did have a data loss, and I had to do the beginning section over again. However, all of my character details are exactly the same. Alright. You need one of these, and you definitely need one of these, because you two are on the front lines. Nobody can use that. You get this. Okay. So I actually know pretty much everything that's about to happen just because I did this already. Like I said, I had a data loss, which was actually a data loss of the recording, not just the game. So I've actually filmed this episode before, so I do apologize if it's not as entertaining because the first take was really good and I lost it. But hey, I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know when this series is actually going to be uploaded. I don't know. I'm not going to set a date for it. I don't want to be like, oh, every Thursday it's going to be uploaded. I don't like doing that all the time because then it's an expectation on myself, and sometimes I can't live up to that, and then I feel bad. So it gets uploaded when it gets uploaded, and I apologize for it not being consistent. But I'm going to go back to what I used to do and basically just try and record a few episodes ahead. So that way if something happens where I have like a week where I'm not feeling like really productive, you guys aren't in a content drought for me. Like you are at this very moment, because I don't have a single video going up this week. And I'm not okay with that. Ugh, the monitor lizard. I remember this. This guy is pretty dangerous. Also, I found out at the beginning of the last episode, well, the last episode for me being the one that messed up, I found out that this button exists. If I press Y, it enables inspection mode, which lets me get some details about the enemies. And gives me, like, all of them, including what its bite attack is and everything. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm actually going to delay until after her turn. Let her rush in first. Charge. And now I'll go in, because now the main aggro will be on her. I'm also trying something new with webcam. I'm recording my webcam separately from my gameplay, so hopefully that looks better. No guarantees that it comes out well. This is an experiment. Alright. No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere. One dog. Ooh, that was horrible. Han, did you find it? Who's that? The do-gooder's here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, I might know what's going on up there. Demons are laying waste to Canabras. If things are as bad as you say, then we'll all have to hurry. You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze. I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out. What is this place? This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this. Trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits. This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else, and that our lives are not lived in vain. The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy. What are you doing down here? That's none of your... We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now is their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now it isn't the time for the underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind. It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous, heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lon? I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart Mongols will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down you know it's possible. A sword of holy flame. How did it end up down here? It came here with its owner a long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise. 70 years in Uplander time. 50,000 gongs ago. Our forebears found a dead angel here along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the sword was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere. Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos. Watch your tongue. Find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you. Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks swordy. Help us, and in return we'll get you out of here. Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it? What? You want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters will bring you back to the surface. So be it. Well, you know, when somebody offers you aid, insulting them isn't usually the best course of action. There's lots of little pockets and treasures down here, most of which is just junk to be sold to a trader once we make it back to town. It's everywhere. Ooh, some pearls. Alright, this is the part I was waiting for. I did this really well in the last time I did this, so hopefully I can do it just as well this time, because I thought it was some of the best voice work that I've done. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Pass feels drops of fuming blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Tarendula reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Pass's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends. People I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traders and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Pass intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Pass. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "L'Oreal, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you are willing, and only if you are ready. There is no going back. But don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping and rustling emanates from the shadows, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traders fall to their knees before the shadow in revenant ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death arrows. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Pass's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called L'Oreal, who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Alright, Knowledge Arcana is an automatic success. The force of the attack, though originating in the vision, is terrifying. Pass is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken. Exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadowy features starkly resemble those of Discardi, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called L'Oreal. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old, and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called L'Oreal. He recognizes who stands before him and knows he will never bow down before his enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing its grip on L'Oreal's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and in his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Pass senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Pass does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Pass's chest fades away, the edges of the scarlet wound closing, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Pass sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Pass senses that it will return, All he need do is call it. It was actually a ton of fun to do that line. Hey, Pass, you alright? You were kind of glowing just now. That was it. The light of heaven. But how? What did you do with it? Where did it go? I think I saw the memories of Larael, the angel who died here. Larael. That really was Larael. The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief would be thrilled. You? Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions. Now, Wendog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name, and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Saul, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us any better, and it doesn't make us worthier. It seems I can control it. This just... wow. I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you, Pass. This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lon? Yes, it's similar, but this light is more golden. Chief Saul needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our sides, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras. Lead us to your chief, and I will decide if I'm going to help you or not. Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really. Alright. Alright. Let's pop over this rubble. How bad is my mobility? My modifier is a 2. Alright, let land lead. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've now been joined by Lan, or Lon. I'm not sure how they meant it to be pronounced. I'm going to call him Lan. This is sorry. He is a Zen archer monk, which is actually really cool, and he doesn't wear any armor. So he gets these bracers of armor. And then Wendog, a fighter. She can also have this longsword. That way everybody's all armed up. She's neutral evil. He's lawful neutral. Undetectable, lawful good. That was about the longest thing I've read so far since I started voice acting in the slightest. Alright, hold on. Giant fucking spiders. Of course you missed. Archers in this game kind of get screwed over. That's my one kind of big complaint about Pathfinder. It's basically absolutely necessary for anybody that wants to use a ranged weapon to take a specific feat. Anybody that's engaged in melee combat automatically makes you get a -4 to your ranged attacks, which is a massive disadvantage for ranged fighters. And it practically makes them worthless. There we go. So, it's actually really difficult to get. Let's see. Let me show you. Oh, they might not have included it in the game. Yeah, they might not have included it in the game, to be honest. Because I'm pretty sure she does not have precise shot. Not at level 1. Yeah, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, so she does. They already come with precise shot. You can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on your attack roll. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, and I kind of really hate it. He does not have it, though. So his attacks are all made at a -4 to anything that's in melee combat. I didn't realize that one dog started with it, but then again, she's a fighter. They get more feats than anybody else, just like in regular D&D. Okay, there's more stuff this way, but... Oh, come on. I wasn't trying to engage. I was actually trying to walk away from the damn thing. Natural 1, come on. Alright, nice hit. He gets to make 2 attacks, which is pretty cool. Centipede. I did a critical hit for 3 damage. Okay. Let's go back this way because I know for a fact there's a thing over here that we can go through. And more loot. And more things to fight. Small earth elementals. Alright, let's get her focused on attacking in range. You can get him. It's good damage. Very good damage. You missed. They use most of their movement to get up to us, which gives us an advantage in getting to attack a second time, basically. Okay, you immediately missed. Take out that guy. Oof. Wow, big hit. Oh, no. I didn't mean to move. Now I suffer an attack of opportunity. Man, you gotta do a big heal to get him back up. He healed me for 6. So close. She doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Come on. Oh, come on. You roll so poorly. There we go. Ah, all I gotta do is hit that thing. It's on like 1 HP. Off by 1. Come on, guys. Serious. There we go. Both those guys are nearly dead. Right, I forgot this was here. She now has a Cure Wounds wand, so we have a lot more healing available to us. Land failed? Come on, he only needs to roll like a 5. More bloody spiders. I hate these things. I hate spiders. Yes, good, strong hit. 3 spiders. That one's a straight giant spider, and then we have 2 young giant spiders. Move forward a little bit. Good. She just sucks at rolling in general. Oof, poisoned. Okay, that one's toast. Here's this guy, come on. One more. Ah. There we go. What is her problem? Why can't she roll for crap? She's got a +5 to her dexterity, and she can't seem to hit ever. Wait, there was a corpse. Yes, the great sword. We can give that to our fighter. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you and I are the only 2 people who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Saul. Lan is sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, and another to fight in the shield maze. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought. But we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night. And if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you. And soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters bursts into the maze with no idea where they're going. All because the land believes that a glowing sword will solve all of our problems. I'll think about it. Let's go. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Alright. Intrigue. One dog doesn't think that the mongrels can survive. It's an interesting thing. With that, though, we have a large portion of just talking in the next section, and my voice is already starting to hurt from the long-winded monologue. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. It's a bit early. I usually try and do 45 minutes for a lot of my episodes, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already, and drop a like on the video while you're down there, because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying this content so I can continue to make more of it. Thank you guys very much, and as always, game on.